Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to write our last strategy that we're going to talk about in our math journal. So, on page 22, we have the identity property, which was number 6. So, turn to page 23 in your math journal. And our very last strategy is what we learned about earlier. It's our 7th strategy we're talking about. And remember, it was make a 10 to add. Move that down so you can see it. Actually, maybe I'll adjust this a little bit. Okay, that's better. Make a 10 to add. Make a 10 to add. It's easier to add when we make a 10. So I'm going to underline that in my blue. It's our 7th strategy. So first, we're going to look at, let's say 8 plus 3. Okay. So, let's look at this. So, our smaller addend is 3, okay? So, I'm going to write the smaller addend . The smaller addend sets up a tent. Okay, the smaller addend, so in this case 3 is definitely our smaller addend. The smaller addend sets up a tent. Okay, the larger addend always wants to be a 10. So the larger addend always wants to be a 10, and the smaller addend, being as polite as he is, it says, okay, I will set up a tent, and I will break apart to help you. All right. We'll give you just a second to get caught up there. So I'm going to write our addition fact again, okay? And we're going to set up the tent under 3. And he's going to break apart in his tent. But notice his first number here needs to line up with the 8, so it'll become a 10. So what can we break this 3 apart into so that this 8 can become a 10? So you're going to break this apart into 2 plus 1. And you're going to make sure to highlight, like we did in our assignment, what makes the 10. So we've already used this 3, right? So now we're looking at 8 plus 2 plus 1. So 8 plus 2 is 10 plus 1. And in fact, you know what? I'm going to change that a little bit different. I'm not going to skip a step because I don't want you to get confused. So we're going to look at this as 8 plus 2 plus 1. So here's the 8 and the 2. And then you're going to grab a yellow crayon. Sorry, I didn't think we were going to need it, but we are. So we'll highlight our little yellow here. That's where our 1 ended up. I just want you to see that this is where our numbers that it ended up. So we're ending up with 8 plus 2 plus 1, which is 10 plus 1, basically, right? Because the 8 plus 2 is a 10. So what is 10 plus 1? 11. So we're going to try one more. And this time let's do 5 plus, if we do 5, let's do 5 plus 9. So if I have 5 plus 9, okay, this time my smaller addend is the 5, and my 9 really wants to be a 10. He's close too. So my 5, who's very helpful, will set up a tent, and he's going to break apart. Now, what numbers is he going to break apart into in his tent? Who can tell me?
4 plus 1.
Good. We're going to do 4 plus 1. And she picked 4 plus 1 because we needed a 1 here so that this 9 can become a 10 and he can be happy. So we're going to highlight our 10 combo orange. Highlight our little 4 yellow. So again, we're thinking in our head, we're thinking, okay, so I have 4 plus 1 plus 9. Okay? 4 plus 1 plus 9. And my 1 plus 9 becomes a 10. So basically, I have 4 plus 10, which is 14. And I can do 4 plus 10 without even thinking about it. I can just, 4 plus 10, I know that's 14. Takes me a little longer to figure out what 5 plus 9 is. Okay. So when you look at it all like this, it looks kind of confusing because we wrote a lot of numbers. But when you break it down step by step and take it slowly, then it makes more sense. I'm just going to make sure that I underline these orange because I want you to remember that these came down here and this yellow came here. So go ahead, that's page 23. So go ahead and finish up. Remember, make a 10 to add. Thank you for working hard.